Hey guys, this is my new book review. It is on The Monstrumologist by Yancey, and I finished this on Saturday, and it was quite a read, let me tell you that. It was a gore fest, dramatic, it was crazy. This was a really great read, definitely for the month of October. Let's talk about it. Alright. Initial reaction to The Monstrumologist reminded me of Fringe, and Fringe is a supernatural kind of sci-fi show. If you like The Fringe, I definitely recommend reading this book. And if you have no idea what The Fringe is or what I'm talking about, then that's kind of a moot point. Let's talk about the synopsis of the book. Monstrumologist takes place in the 1888. It is in America. The story is written from the perspective of Will Henry, who is our main character. It is Will Henry's older self. He is writing this down in a journal, and we're reading his thoughts and experiences as a 12-year-old boy. This particular story of the Monstrumologist, Will is woken by the Monstrumologist, Dr. Warthrop. An old grave robber has brought the Monstrumologist a very curious package. He is asking Will Henry to help him bring it down to his lab. There they find the dead body of the monster entwined with a dead body of a girl, and the monster that they're witnessing on their table is anthropophagi. Say that 3 times fast. Yeah. Anthropophagi are monsters. Imagine a monster 7 to 8 feet tall, headless. They have the body of a human, but they're headless. Their eyes are on their shoulders, and they have a mouth of a shark in the middle of their stomach. The story basically takes off from there, and it is the Monstrumologist and Will Henry's duty as scientists figure out how the anthropophagi came to America, because they are native to Africa, when it got there, how it got there, and ultimately destroying these monsters so they don't strike again and kill more humans, because they are man-eaters, they are cannibals. That's the synopsis of the book. Very gory and dramatic. It was amazing. Let's talk about the characters in this book. We have Will Henry. He is 12 years old when we are reading about him, and he is a trooper. He is seriously brave and smart. He has a lot of issues with the Monstrumologist. He's a very real character. Of course, the vulnerabilities of a 12-year-old boy. I mean, he is witnessing really gruesome, horrific stuff. I think he has something to prove to the Monstrumologist. They question his ability because of his age. Will Henry feels like he's there to prove himself. Let's talk about Dr. Warthrop. He is the Monstrumologist. In this book, he reminds me so much of Walter Bishop from The Fringe Show. He's your typical neurotic, mad scientist. He is very passionate and consumed by the work he does, and although he comes off insensitive and cold on the surface, he does this job for the greater good, for science and for humanity. So he has very quirky aspects about his character, which I love. He's a very complex character as well. What I love about the characters is how well developed they are in this story. Will Henry's and the Monstrumologist's relationship to each other. They are all each other has of one another, and they both rely on each other in different ways. If it does not focus on the monster story, it focuses on the characters. You get the best of both worlds in this book, and it was so good. I love it. There's also one character I wanted to mention, Dr. John Kearns. He appears later in the story when the hunt really gets going, and he is a very curious character. He is a psycho. He's the character you love to hate, and all of these characters are really well developed. Let's talk about the writing in this book. You cannot help notice the writing in this book because this is taken place during the 1888s. It is written with a very old style kind of language, kind of writing. Dialogue in this book reflects that time period. So it's a very challenging read, not only because of that, Also because of the vocabulary and sentence structure in this book, quite advanced. So the writing, excellent, amazing, very well written. One of the goriest things I have ever read. It is the brain splatter, fragments, kind of blood all over the place kind of book. Although it's horrific, there were some instances where I find myself amused and smiling. So that was very weird. But also it has that supernatural sci-fi element. It has that historical element, also mystery. With that being said, The Monstrumologist by Yancey is definitely a readable. Definitely check it out. If you're looking for something different, for a different monster to read up on, I definitely recommend this. So that's my review, you guys. I hope you liked it. I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you have a good one. Anthropophagi.